Please be seated. Deputy Chancellor, graduates, guests and members of the university community, good afternoon and welcome. I'm Michael Gonzalez, the University Librarian. Graduations are one of the university's most important events. This year, the university will hold approximately 50 ceremonies, both here in Sydney and in Shanghai. We are also delighted that some of today's graduates are attending, having previously missed the opportunity to attend because of a pandemic. I would like to introduce you to the official party who are here on stage. Seated at the centre of the stage is Dr. John Laker, AO, Deputy Chancellor of the University, who will preside over this ceremony. The Deputy Chancellor is joined by Mr. Glenn Babington, Chief Operating Officer and Vice President, Mr. Ken Zolomovsky, who will deliver the occasional address, Professor Deborah Anderson, Dean of the Faculty of Health, who will be presenting the graduates. The other people seated on the stage are professors, academics, and professional staff from faculties and institutes who have all played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. John Laker, AO, Deputy Chancellor, to formally open the proceedings.
Graduands, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. In the name of the Council, I declare this congregation of the University of Technology, Sydney, duly assembled. On behalf of the University of Technology, Sydney, before we begin the proceedings and on behalf of all those present, I would like to acknowledge and pay respect to the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It is upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands. Similarly, I would also like to pay respect to elders past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the conferral of awards upon graduates from the Faculty of Health. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and recognises the support which they have received from family and friends, many of whom are here today. We warmly welcome you, and together we celebrate the achievements of the graduates. And might I add, cheering is not only allowed but encouraged. I now invite Professor Deborah Anderson, Dean of the Faculty of Health, to present graduates.
Deputy Chancellor, I invite graduates in the Faculty of Health to stand. Deputy Chancellor, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the Faculty Board in Health as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the Board and has conferred these awards upon them. Deputy Chancellor, I now present those graduates from the Faculty of Health who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified.
On behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have qualified.
Deputy Chancellor, the faculty is renowned for its strength in practice-based disciplines across nursing, midwifery, sport and exercise science and health services. It also incorporates key offerings in public health, complementary medicine, as well as chronic disease and palliative care. Generating knowledge through research excellence is important in our faculty and is exemplified by the work of our higher degree by research students and their academic and industry supervisors. We acknowledge their collective scholarship here and note the specific graduates at this ceremony who have completed their formal studies. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you graduates receiving research degrees. The following students have graduated with the Doctor of Philosophy. Ashley Kate Crook. For a thesis entitled Developing Genetic Counselling Standards of Practice Regarding Genetic Testing for amyotrophic lateral sclerosis and/or frontotemporal dementia, a mixed methods approach. Supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Associate Professor Alison McEwen, and co-supervisors Dr. Christine Jacobs and Professor Toby Newton-John. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Ashley Kate Crook. Jacqueline Mary Kemmis-Riggs, for a thesis entitled Improving Patient-Child Relationships for Families in the Shadow of Complex Trauma, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Thomas McLuhan and Co-Supervisor Adjunct Associate Professor David Burley. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Carolyn Mary Kemmis-Riggs. Rafaela Warwick, for a thesis entitled Mindfulness Treatments for Parents of Children with Developmental Disabilities, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Ian Kneebone and Co-Supervisor Associate Professor Diana Dorslin. Deputy Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Rafaela Warwick. Deputy Chancellor, we will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with a Master of Clinical Psychology: Kimberly Amurao, Tanya Tulashi Balakumar, Kate Louise Ballasty, Benjamin John Basclane, Jade Louise Burley, Phoenix Condes, Jessica Ann Craig Cooper, Karen Craddock, Carolina Cuerva, Linda Christine Daniels, Adriana Ann Del Aquila, Christopher Peter Evans. Clea Glazakis. Ava Gregory. Ji Chuan Hao. Taylor Hathaway. Mabel Hui. Anushka Paragkapti. Jenny Lee. Laura Rose McGrath. Maral Melkonian. Margot Morris. Aswati Nilakandan. Mary Simone Nelson. Lilianne T. Oy. Claudia Rose Roche. Matilda Ada Berali Rossi. Niraja Shankar. Alicia Marie Simos. Elisa Skinner. Jacob Schloch. Michaela Tracy. Vesna Trenoska Basil. Helena Rose Ann Joy Winter. Natalie Eunice. Master of Genetic Counselling, Marta Arpono. Anna Lee Hope Blair. Meg Jessie Bourne. Madeline Grace Calder. Eleni Kathleen Maria Comino. Jonathan Shimon Yosef Elbaum. Thomas Fraser. Dustin Hewitt. Matilda Kate Hilton. Karishma Jivani. Catherine To Chow Mai. Chelsea Francis Murphy. Vaishnavi Nathan. Francis Patton. Jessica Louise Planner. Stephanie Skinner. Natalie Peter Stewart. Linny Tan. Sarah Ann Turter. Master of Good Manufacturing Practice, Jane Cross. Dis haben Pradeep Kumar Patel. Master of Orthoptics, Gizem Ikra Akun. Christy Alfaro. Angel Ann Thomas. Selena Atzi. Nicole Catherine Begonia. Benji Chan. Eloise Dunn. Rayan Hijazi. Sulaiman Hussain. Mayuri Indra Kumar. Eknam Kaur Khalsa. Janaki Patamal Kodakala. Tonya Kurisunkal. Nancy Mengchen Lee. Kayla Lemass. Jen Kun Lu. Stephen Ngor. Colin Nguyen. Dan Ewan Nguyen. Joseph Tuan Min Huyen Nguyen. Monica K. Patil. Richa Jashubai Patil. Sarah Sadiq. Harmanjit Kaur Singh. Ranjita Singh. Yokesh Vignesh Skandakumaran. Guada Nicola Tamayo. Jennifer Le To. Jacinta Ann Vols. Zhixiu Yan. Aaron Yuan. Michelle Enhui Zhang. Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Master of Orthoptics, Stephanie Page Williams. Bachelor of Science in Medical Science, Master of Orthoptics, Nastasia Alexandria Ngong. Master of Pharmacy, Leah Adani. Hussein Aidibi. Renai Aktipis. May A. Mahmoud Al-Shabli. Adam Amadeo. Stephanie Atzi. Anthony Patrick Bassam Bajani. Uzair Beg. Freda Obeng Omoa Boateng. Mariana Bishara. Melinda Kalea. Najah Shakir. Reema Shakir. Yan Shun Jeremy Chan. Thomas Mitchell Cook. David Chidiabube Peters Duruchukwu. Fatma Ejamal. Sally Estefan. Alan Junlin Feng. Jasmine Harrigley. Davinia He. Tolulope Khalid Ibuowo. Jody Kairala. Few Tiri Kine. Tony Hung Tri Le. Anthony Lyle Leeds. Laura Lee. Vanshika Rishika Maharaj. Wael Marak. Dana Mashaka. Gemma Ann Louise Newman. Angela Nguyen. Nikki Nu Quinn Chong Nguyen. Georgia Noura. Nancy No No. Alina Ogi. Briera Raymond. Eliza Raphael. Magdalena Saad. Lail Khaled Sadi. Ali Saleh. Katrina Isabel Satan. Sarah Shaban. Rita Schweibe. Janine Sleiman. Eloise Charlotte Smith. Sarah Tung. Ayatollah Toami. Vi An Wu. Annabelle Elizabeth Wolf. Susanna Shu. Kang Ling Yan. Mariam Youssef. Bachelor of Health Science with credit, Master of Pharmacy, Tajarina Ahmed. Bachelor of Forensic Biology in Biomedical Science, Master of Pharmacy, Nicholas Petru. Bachelor of Medical Science, Master of Pharmacy, Sarah Hamoud. Emily Duratz. Vanessa Lam. Joel McNamara. Weng Yi Eng. Jaden Ngo. Hannah Patak. Bachelor of Science in Medical Science, Master of Pharmacy, Ria Jitin Dalal. Graduate Diploma in Good Manufacturing Practice, Anna Kezia Wright. Bachelor of Nursing with credit, Bachelor of Design in Visual Communication, Quan Vinh Nguyen. Bachelor of Health Science with credit, Jana Aid. Bachelor of Nursing with distinction, Lucy Georgina Jeffers. Wenchi Ma. Miles Dylan Malate. Bonnie Marie Moylan. Sonia Louise Pickup. Jian Jun Shi. Hannah Rose Thompson. Mia Wilson. Manisha Mahajan. Bachelor of Nursing with Distinction Diploma in Languages, Carly Little. Erin Elaine Machen Hunt. Bachelor of Nursing with Credit, Antonia Chizoba Egbuku. Angela Sinman Ho. Lakshmi Lama. Seo Yun Lee. Huan Yuan Liu. Asta Pradhan. Sapana Rai. Emma Josephine Reedy. Janice Anissa Tiara Sumana. T. Kwe Hua Chan. Iris Tupaz. Bombi Yu. Bachelor of Nursing, Mary Heng. Diksha Naral. Xuejiao Sun. Master of Orthoptics, Tanvi Gulapalli. Master of Pharmacy, Xuan Luyan Le. Liana Van. Bachelor of Nursing with Credit, Donya Alhers. Bachelor of Nursing, Pratiksha Lamsal.
Deputy Chancellor, this concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Health.
Parents and friends, you've beaten me to it. I was going to encourage you to get up there and make a lot of noise. Some of you have been making noise all the way through the ceremony, and I was wondering whether it was just the one person all the time. But it was great to hear the applause, and it's great that all of you have acknowledged their tremendous achievements. So on behalf of the Council, it is a privilege and pleasure to once again congratulate all of our new graduates on attaining their degrees. And your turn will come in a moment. Today, in our Great Hall, you've graduated from one of the world's top 10 young universities. Young because UTS is yet to reach its 50th birthday. But the ceremony of graduation itself is one of the world's oldest. It dates back 800 years to the 12th century and the establishment of the early European universities. And then you would have been doing your exams in Latin. Your graduation cap and gown also have a long history. They're modelled on the attire of the medieval clerics that used to teach at those universities. But you would have worn it every day simply to keep warm in those damp and unheated halls of learning in Oxford or Bologna or Paris. Celebration is indeed a great tradition, and it's a special celebration. And it should be, because graduation marks a very important milestone in your lives. The word graduation comes from the Latin gradus, meaning step, and today you have taken a further significant step in your professional and personal development. We know university study occasionally has a little fun attached to it. You will make, I hope, lifelong friends. There have been moments that are memorable, and probably some you don't want to remember. But it also means hard work and a commitment to long hours. And inevitably it involves sacrifices, whether it be immediate career opportunities, family and social life, or for many of you here today, the familiarity of your own country. And of course, Many, if not most of you, began your studies here during the unprecedented disruption of the COVID-19 pandemic. The pandemic brought campus life to an end, isolated you in bedrooms rather than in tutorial rooms or in the library, shattered plans for overseas study, and this is not what you expected when you came to UTS. But you have pulled through magnificently, and we hope you were able to finish your studies on campus just as it was beginning to buzz with life again. So you're graduates today, not just of this university, but of that other fine educational institution, the School of Hard Knocks. Your resilience, your commitment will be amply rewarded as you apply your new skills and insights in your professional life. But today, the satisfaction of completing a high calibre degree in difficult circumstances is reward in itself. Enjoy that sense of satisfaction because you have earned it. And for all the parents, partners and friends here today, as well, this is an occasion of great pride. You have lived through the stresses the graduates have faced. You have all given them your support and encouragement, and I'm sure that they would want to acknowledge that. So could I ask the graduates to stand, face their family and friends, and give them an even louder rousing round of applause because they too have earned it. Thank you. One of the best graduating classes for raucous noise, so that's great. Yes. The world that you as graduates are entering is a complex and challenging one. The new normal in the wake of COVID-19 is still evolving, but it is an exciting world. Their workplaces become more flexible than ever before. Change is a constant. Digital disruption has become a powerful force. Artificial intelligence is developing rapidly. Who heard of ChatGPT 9 months ago? And new industries are emerging based on global data platforms that are shaping and reshaping the way we work, the way we communicate, the way we live. This is a world of great opportunities for you. And it is a far cry from the staid, ordered and insular world that baby boomers like myself entered. Then, a comfortable job for life with a large employer was seen by many as an entitlement. But you and your graduation, your generation, however, will want to test your skills in a number of employers, large and small, at home and abroad. Some of you will even create the organisations in which you will work. For you, a job for life at this stage might sound like a life sentence. The energies you have devoted to your studies can now be unleashed into today's exciting world. Take the challenges on with enthusiasm, inspire your colleagues, and bring your newfound skills and talents into play. Your time at UTS will have prepared you well. Employers have a high regard for UTS graduates because of your ability to adapt and innovate, to work collaboratively with people of different backgrounds and viewpoints, and to cope with pressure and tight deadlines. In a competitive world, UTS graduates are very employable. You now join an outstanding group of UTS alumni around the world, some 270,000 strong. Reach out to this network where you can. Many of the alumni can be helpful to you in your future careers. And please stay in touch with UTS. Our alumni office is your lifelong connection to UTS, so please keep them up to date with your movements. Of course, I don't mean this as a downer, your time as a student may not end today. You may want to come back. This rapidly changing world will require you to refresh your knowledge and acquire new skills again and again throughout your careers. Society is transforming to a lifetime of learning to keep pace with change, and UTS is in the forefront of this transformation. Drawing on its excellent research and its close links with industry, UTS has been introducing new courses and programs that will support learning and professional skills development for individuals throughout their whole lives. We hope to see you in this great hall again. Your graduation also comes at a time when humanity is facing some profound global challenges. Climate change, the growing polarisation of societies, the tragic human tide of refugees, inequalities in their many unwelcome forms, the horrors of war, and a challenge that may touch your professional lives more directly, the loss of public trust in major institutions, whether in government, finance, big pharma, media, or just big business. The causes of this loss of trust are complex, but moral and ethical failures are at the core. And this, graduates, is where you come in. You leave here today as the pride of this university, as the flag bearers for the next generation of bright minds and responsible citizens. Can I suggest you make the values of trust, honesty, and integrity the guiding beacons for your future development as professionals? How do you do this? Let me offer 3 pieces of advice. Firstly, choose your employer wisely. You are part of a new generation that is demanding higher ethical standards from organisations. A generation that believes it has a responsibility to make society better and fairer, rather than leave it to others or to the future. Satisfy yourself that trust and a clear purpose of contributing value to society are part of the ethos of any organisation that you join. Secondly, identify the values that are important to you and live them in the way you conduct yourself in the workplace and outside. Take personal accountability for your actions and be willing to be judged by them. Speak up, but be ready to be challenged. At times, when you are not sure what to do, bring your own strong moral compass to bear on your decisions and do what you believe is right. Do yourselves, your families, and this university proud by maintaining the highest professional and ethical standards. The best advice I can give you, finally, is that you make your word your bond. There is no more powerful demonstration of your integrity than that you honour your word, nothing more and nothing less. Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, sums it up well, and I quote, "Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice, and most important, have the courage to follow your heart and your intuition," unquote. On that note, let me once again congratulate our new graduates on your success. Our best wishes and pride go with each and every one of you. Your degree will open up opportunities for you in any number of roles. Seize them in both hands and do well. Good luck. I now invite Mr. Glenn Babington, Chief Operating Officer and Vice President, to introduce the occasional speaker.
Deputy Chancellor, our occasional speaker today is Mr. Ken Zulumovsky. He is of the Kiradan Kabi Kabi Nation and is the founder and managing director of Gamarana Universal Indigenous Resources and Gamarara Indigenous Healing and Life training companies. Through these organisations, Ken influences the health, mental health, education, justice and employment sectors. Ken is active in program co-design, research and evaluation, coaching, mentoring and organisational capacity building. The work is underpinned by his proprietary Courage coaching model. The model combines Western psychology with Australians' First Nations wisdom traditions and military leadership. It is used for staff development and wellbeing programs, community engagement and to promote community cohesion with a focus on marginalised groups and groups who may be at risk of radicalisation. Ken's work has received multiple awards, including the New South Wales Department of Premier and Cabinet Excellence Award for Building Leadership in Indigenous Communities. He received the Honorary Award, Doctor of Health Sciences, from the University of Sydney for his outstanding contribution to Australian society, and served 8 years as a soldier in the Australian Army Reserve as an artillery crew commander and a Defence Force career advisor for the Australian Defence Force Indigenous Recruitment and Career Development Program. It gives me great pleasure to invite Mr. Ken Zulumoski to deliver the occasional address.
Deputy Chancellor, Dr. John Laker, AO. Thank you, sir. Vice Chancellor, Mr. Glenn Babington. Faculty Dean, Professor Deborah Anderson. Director Michael Gonzalez, university colleagues, family, friends, and most importantly, our graduates. Congratulations to you all. You all should be very proud of yourselves. Deputy Chancellor, there is another version of that introduction. And it begins by age 15. Ken was a product of family dislocation, high school dropout, an unemployed juvenile offender, an at-risk juvenile youth, and a truancy record holder at my local high school. Doesn't matter what you do, be the best at it, I was told. What? So why'd I go dark on you for a moment just then? Isn't today not meant to be a positive day of celebration for you all? Is it not meant to be about new beginnings, about opportunities, about the start of something mysterious, exciting and challenging? Well, for that, I have some experience that I want to share with you and some words of encouragement along the way. So let's get into it. I would be remiss if I didn't acknowledge our country, and I know that I would make my ancestors proud if I would add to the acknowledgement of country with a part ceremony, and for that I need some participation. All you need to do, stand up and just stomp your feet like this. When you're ready, please be upstanding. Thank you very much. Please be seated. Wasn't that beautiful, huh? Like a troop of UTS graduates off to change the world. So my address will include sharing some of my most valuable learnings and talking to you about topics I think are relevant to where you are today and critical to the degree of impact which you will make in your fields. Through my diverse activities, I've had many opportunities to work very closely with and learn from a broad range of masters in their fields. And this has taken place in a number of very different contexts, as touched on in the introduction. My early career years, I'd already begun to see gaps in our health system. And this led me to look closer at our institutions, our governments and our systems. And I began to feel quite frustrated with the slow pace of progress happening across the sector. For what was essentially my early 20s, I began working in the fields of HIV prevention, mental health, while balancing a part-time career with the Army Reserve. Working in these roles exposed me to many intense and confronting learning opportunities. I worked very closely with people who were enmeshed in the criminal justice system. I worked with the injecting drug users. I worked with the GLBTQ plus communities, and I got to know and understand these communities very intensely, very intimately. Through my studies and career in mental health, I was exposed to another cluster of complicated and serious challenges, and I gained experience working with suicide, addiction, family violence, substance abuse, and I reluctantly got to know and understand these issues very intimately as well. What struck me was I learned to understand just how much of this human suffering is so easily preventable, and how much of our healthcare, education, justice and mental health systems can be improved. You can see my 20s were an intense apprenticeship. In my mind, this enthusiasm towards community mindedness, professional development and geopolitical affairs seemed necessary in order to gain a wide view of the challenges that we all face, and to enable me to approach them from different angles. During this time, I began to look for answers, immersing myself in the stories of the greatest cultural leaders who had ever lived: activists, artists, change makers, people with purpose, those working for the greater good. I began to notice certain patterns and common traits about these people. After years of experience and study of their field, the minds of these people had reached a superior level of intelligence. They could see things about the ways of the world that were simply invisible to others. They had a sixth sense for trends and opportunities. They could see threats and recognize dangers in our societies. They could make the most surprising connections between ideas. They could most certainly read between the lines of power plays by oppressive authorities. And they learned to resist oppression and build incredible movements with little conventional education and little resources. In Robert Greene's book, The 48 Laws of Power, he calls these people masters because they'd essentially mastered their field. He notes 3 important discoveries on mastery: where it comes from, how you get there, and the nature of creative energy, or high-level intuition. The journey of mastery can be understood in the following metaphor. Put your mountain climbing boots on for this one, everyone. So when you first enter your career, it's as if you're looking up at a mountain. The top of the mountain represents the knowledge and experience you need in order to be successful. When you first begin your journey, the top of the mountain seems quite far away, even unconquerable. But then you begin to learn the rules and the practices and develop the necessary skills for your fields. You start to make your way up the mountain, and as you get higher, you develop this clearer perspective of what your field represents. At various moments, you'll feel like you're making little progress. But because masters are people who, because of their intense connection to what they're studying, because of their love for it, they learn faster, they learn more intensely, and they generate this kind of momentum where they push past all of the obstacles to reach the top of the mountain. And at the top of the mountain, you have a perfect perspective. You can see in all directions. You'll be able to make connections between an idea over here and an idea over there that you really can't see when you're only partway up the mountain because you don't have that clear perspective. There's a quote from a French political philosopher from the 18th century. It goes by the name of Baron de Montesquieu, and it goes as follows. We have 3 educations in life. The first is from our parents, the second is from our schooling, and the third is from the world. And the third education contradicts all that we learn from the first 2. We cannot rely on anyone to fix our health problems and social problems. This is the role and responsibility of you, the expert in your field. It is in the health space, we spend much of our time trying to fix problems created directly and indirectly by misguided politicians and greedy corporations that slice up the world and dish it out as dividends. We cannot afford to be distracted by their avoidance tactics and their cunning deception as they try to shift the blame and confuse the real issues. So my message to you today is seek mastery, unlearn what is not useful to you, seek human connection, and cultivate creativity. Be intellectually rigorous. Identify your biases, your prejudices, your privileges. These are real barriers between you and the world. Working in the health fields, we're not going to be millionaires, I'm sorry. We're not going to be pop stars, and nobody's going to be famous, and no one's going to remember us. People, hear that? But here's the upside. But here, where what we do matters, we do have the opportunity to make an impact in evolving our health sector, our governments, and our communities. May this be your legacy. If you embody these principles and the values of UTS, I promise you that you will succeed in your careers and in your life. The final point I want to leave with you comes from the oldest living culture in human history, and it's yours to embrace if you wish to. It's about initiation. It's along the theme of discomfort, growth, and getting your scars. So what does that mean? Well, in the oldest living culture in human history and in many other cultures in the world, we have a thing called a rite of passage. Perhaps a university degree in modern culture is somewhat of a rite of passage, considering the sacrifices that one must make in order to attain it. But in First Nations cultures, we have a protocol and a law and a practice that's, as old as dirt. And it very much involves discomfort. In our law, if I were to take you through initiation, through rite of passage, it would involve initiation, it would involve a lot of discomfort, a lot of deprivation, some pain, some fear, and a lot of things I can't tell you about. But as a second stage initiated man who's been through it and who now holds the responsibility to take others through it and who's part of a growing movement of cultural renewal in this country, Aboriginal cultural renewal, in January this year, we took 50 men out to Anaiwan country in Armidale. It's about 6 hours drive from here, for those that you don't know. And we performed the first ceremony recorded on Anaiwan country in 97 years. And we took 50 men through. And the women are doing their thing. And at the crux of this practice is about responsibility. It's about our core values. It's about respect. And it's about reciprocity. So First Nations people are very robustly active in embedding these values and principles into action. And that practice and principles and culture is there for you to embrace. My advice to you, I try and be a role model. I have to walk the walk, not talk the talk. Otherwise, there are people watching me and I'm held to accountability. But the theme is about scars. Some of us have already been through somewhat of a life initiation, and you may carry your scars on the inside. But the point is, seek discomfort. There is a quote by Martin Luther King. There are many quotes by him. He's one of my favourite. And it goes, "A nation or civilization that continues to build weak-minded people purchases its own spiritual death on installment plan. Get your scars." I'm going to say it again. A nation or civilization that continues to build weak-minded people purchases its own spiritual death on installment plan. Get your scars. I got my scars, and they keep me grounded. And this is what anchors me to purpose and duty for my work. And so the theme of this is, the takeaway message is, get your scars, make yourself uncomfortable, push the boundaries, push the limits, ask the difficult questions, grow, expedite your growth. And again, just congratulations. So you've solidified yourselves in UTS's cohort of analytical scholars, brilliant analytical scholars, creative thinkers. It's up to you. Go solve our real world challenges, and maybe we'll see you back another time. Thank you very much.
I'd like to thank our occasional speaker, Mr. Ken Zulumoski, for the occasional address on this important day to you as UTS graduates. And I commend to you Ken's example of not just looking at the big issues we have in front of us, but doing something about them. His call out that we need to understand that our perspectives change during our life and we need to be prepared to adapt based on the experiences we have. And the only way we can have those experiences is to seek them out. And as Ken said, sometimes we bear scars as a result. But what that provides us is character and resilience. And it's character and resilience that will help you make an impact in this world. So in conclusion, let me say that as you leave this great hall, the best wishes and the pride of the university go with you. And it's been pretty clear from this afternoon, there is a great spirit and mutual support amongst the graduates today. And I have no doubt you will have a fantastic time celebrating this afternoon and probably this evening with your family and friends that have stood by you all the way. So again, congratulations, make a great impact in whatever you do. Thank you.
Deputy Chancellor, guests and graduates. That occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of this ceremony. On behalf of the Deputy Chancellor, I invite you to join the official party of refreshments. These will be served in the Great Hall foyer and in the balcony room adjoining the hall. The photography, framing and memorabilia services are located on level 4, one floor below us. Please feel free to walk around campus and get some photos. For those of you who thought you wouldn't make it and it would be a cold day in hell before you graduated, we've organised the weather for you. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. As it does, I invite our new graduates to join the procession, which will end in the balcony room. Would the congregation please rise for the academic procession?